was actually walking by one day, and I look over and I see ping pong balls in the air. I said, wow, tables.
Welcome to Brian Park.
Sometimes you come out of work and there you have the tables. They're like your buddies there waiting for you to come and get the stress out.
I take the bus to the train and then the train to another train just to get here.
Bryant Park has a nice New York type of atmosphere. All walks of life, and all the ping pong players come from all over the world to play at this park.
And it's funny because this used to be the place all the drug addicts used to come to and hang out. At one point, like maybe 20 years ago, this was like a no-go zone. And now it's completely changed, and completely changed in a really great way.
Behind each individual, there's a story. As I got to know these people, it was fascinating for me to find out what they went through, and everything led to this place. And it made me feel like I'm not the only one, you know?
I discovered ping pong when I was about 11, 12 years old. I lived in a foster home, and I was the youngest out of 6 foster children in the home. And they had a ping pong table in the basement, and my older foster brothers did not want me to play, and my foster mother said, you gotta let them play, and that's how I learned how to play the game. It was strictly under duress. I became a good player.
Why you come here? To play. Just to play.
Who are the interesting characters that come to Bryant Park?
Maybe Darren. He might be the funniest guy in the park. He always has something clever to say.
Darren's a real open guy, laugh and joke with everybody. Always comes and feeds everybody, always goes to Jack's, buys a bunch of sodas and stuff.
Oh, and then we got Tony. He's like the Chinese guy who's always here with the shirt off because he says it's hot.
Well, we have Tyrone, which we call him crazy. Sometimes he brings a wood paddle, just a piece of wood though.
I like to say when I'm playing really hard, I'm tough to beat with my block of wood.
Wally Green, as far as I know, he's a professional table tennis player.
When you think you're good, you look at someone like Wally and realize you have a far way to go.
There's another character his name is Sergio. I don't know how old he is, but he's gotta be past 70. Sergio's a real attack player, but if you give him a high ball, he will smash it and smash it and smash it.
There's a gentleman by the name of Gregory.
Gregory is the rock of the park. He's always there. You can trust him to be here.
He's homeless, but he's not your average homeless man.
He's kind of like the boss. You don't really know it, but he's kind of like the boss of the tables.
I've been homeless for almost 2 years now. It's not the first time. The last time I was homeless is because I was using drugs. This time it's because I lost a job. And here I am, I'm in the street. It's hard for me to find work. It's a whole bunch of things. I told somebody it's a consequence of my own actions. You know, years of drug abuse and shoddy work history, and the really big factor now is my age. I'll be 60 in January. I'm up against it, but I still have faith that something's gonna break. I think I'm gonna get one more break somewhere. I just gotta be ready for it. It's funny, man. Let me tell you something. I always think of myself as a good person, but I've been through the prison system, and I've been there 3 times. And a lot of it had to do with drug use, me smoking crack cocaine. If you're young, you start getting in trouble, and you don't have money to fight the system, you're going to jail. And I went to jail, a couple of times. I said never again, and now I might be a little bit older, but I don't get in trouble anymore. I don't do anything wrong. I never was a thief, or I just never was a really bad person. I got back to being who I'm supposed to be. I'm not ashamed of it. It is what it is. But I've grown. I don't stay stagnated in being a negative person around negativity. There's a saying in 12-step programs, if it says, if you change your thinking, you will change your behavior. I've changed the way I think. So therefore, I've changed the way I behave. I love that saying, too.
you'll notice if you come here often, like from about 4 o'clock, the regular crew starts to, everyone wanders in, they come off their jobs or they come off doing whatever they've got to do, getting ready for 7 o'clock.
The regular guys, we call ourselves the after 7 guys.
After 7, the pros come in.
So in the morning, it's like a little bit more like playful and kiddie stuff, and at night, it's like where, you know, things get a little bit more rugged and they start playing hardcore.
At nighttime, it's the ones who have their own paddles that are hardcore about the games that come here and play. After 7 p.m., that's when things get interesting. That's when the hustling starts, and that's when winner stays on the table.
We play doubles on one table and singles on the other. And on the singles table, is winner stays on, and you play and play and play till you can't play no more.
Who's next? Who's next? You next?
I'm kind of an undercover guy because I do play Pro Tour for USA, and a lot of times I don't want to tell anybody. It's usually the other guy saying, yo, see that guy right there? That guy's top player in the US. So currently, I represent the US in Pro Tour competition. I play all over the world, and I want to promote this sport. 3 weeks ago, I returned from North Korea. I thought it would be a good opportunity to go to a totally different country, which is hostile to Americans, and then say, hey, look, I'm American. I play the same sport you play, and I'm a cool-ass motherfucker, and you gonna like me. I used to be into a lot of crazy stuff. I grew up in Marlboro Projects in Brooklyn. At 13, I owned 6 guns. 6, not 1, not 2, I owned 6. My life took a turn at 19 years old. I met a guy through going to this ping pong club. And at the time, I didn't really have any money. And the guy was like, hey, you know, I'll pay you $20 if you can play with me. Just be my consistent partner. So I said, of course, $20, it's a hustle. I'll make that money. So I played with this guy for like, I don't know, like 6 months. And then we started becoming friends. And then this guy sent me to Germany, flight paid. I stayed in this school where all the young best athletes live, and I learned table tennis. And then from that was a changing point in my life. That's what took me out of the whole gangster thing. If it wasn't for this sport and that guy, I would be either dead or in jail. Like I don't have any friend that I can say, oh, this is my friend I grew up with. All my friends are dead or in jail. So all my new friends are ping pong friends, and anything I've done related to ping pong. Like most people don't know that I'm responsible, or my company is responsible for these tables. It makes me feel amazing. I mean, the fact that people are playing every day, people are loving it, there's tournaments, so the whole point of bringing it here wasn't in vain.
It's 7 o'clock, it's raining, pouring, both the tables are all wet, and the ground is all wet. And we are still here in hopes of we'll have a tournament.
Who brought the rain? Who brought the rain and stopped the tournament?
What's unique about outdoor ping pong is you battle your opponent and you battle the wind.
If you don't know how to play with the wind, then you're pretty much in trouble, because the ball can drop short, you can hit the ball softly, it can fly out.
The dirt, the water. Rain 1 minute, wipe the tables off, play ping pong a little bit, then it rain again.
People will play in the snow. People come out here and they will play when it says 32 degrees or lower and the ball is shattering when it hits the net.
Well, one thing, to me, the metal net affects the game too.
The net is metal, so usually the net's not too forgiving. If you hit it right on the net, it's gonna bounce weirdly.
You have to clear the net instead of brushing the net and trying to hope for a point to go on the other side. You don't get no cheap shots off that metal net.
With all these added elements like dirt, dust, wind, coldness, heat, it adds kind of a toughness to your game. Like you have to anticipate much more before even things happen.
Play of the same level here, play of the same level there. Bryant Park definitely has an advantage.
But I think it's fun. It's like playing Wimbledon. It's a different experience.
The people that come here are, it's a community now, you know?
You don't know what a person has in New York City. See, they can look like something and be a billionaire.
What makes these tables unique is that they don't ask for any money at all. And without that price, you get a lot of different kinds of people because there's no obligation to pay. You're just there with everybody else.
You know, you have the guy who's working upstairs making 6 figures. You have the guy here as a bike messenger making 1 figure. This guy gets a face-on-face meeting with this guy who's making 6 figures. So you meet people who can help you in your future.
I found a job and I find opportunity in my life, you know, I have a place to stay, pay my rent, and I have my dignity.
Oh, Greg.
The greatest kid in the world. The park is stable. The park is here. It's not going anywhere. I know I haven't seen Gideon in a while since he went to school.
Man, you got a girlfriend yet? I have my first experience. Okay.
It's been almost a year, I guess. And where does he show up at when I first see him? Right here in Bryant Park.
I got a job. I'm a maintenance guy, but I work from Wednesday to Sunday. So I'm off Monday and Tuesdays. I never get to see the tournaments no more and all that shit.
That thing I love about Gideon is for a young man, he's grounded very well. I feel good being around him, you know? It always makes me feel better, especially when I was going through some tough times. And he helped me get through a lot of tough times, you know? He would go out of his way to check on me, see if I was doing okay. I'm just really happy to see the guy, you know? He's instrumental in keeping me an angel in my life, help, you know, for a young man, you know?
Everything that I've got now in New York, or like all the success I've had, like somehow, all the people I've met, it comes from the tables right over there. Like,
whenever I come out here, I feel like I'm just a regular guy, you know? I'm not a soldier, I'm just a guy just coming out here to play ping pong and to talk to people, you know? To say, hey, I'm here, I'm still alive, and I'm somebody. Yeah.
It's a respite from the drama. You come here and you play ping pong, and everything else doesn't matter for the couple of hours that you're here. I wouldn't know where I would go during the day if I didn't come here. I have nowhere to go. I see, that'd get me. Oh man, I didn't want to say that.
Ping pong is a way you found your heaven, you know? And I found my heaven there.